just as recent as the year 2007, almost 5 children now, toddlers, children, teenagers, young people, were either killed or died because of abuse and neglect. And that's not just the parent's fault or the person, whomever may have done the abuse or neglect. It's not just their fault. It's our fault. It's our responsibility to protect the continuation of humanity. Their cries and their voices were shattered. They have become whispers because of the overshadowing conflicts and issues that control the time in the media, such as the economy collapsing, wars, the climate change, the summits. All these things have clouded the real focus, which is that if we focus on our youth, then answers to a majority of our issues will arise out of that focus, because they will have given it to us. They will have given it to themselves, because we would have taught them and given them that time and that ear that they need. I've always told people, let me share something with you first. These are some numbers that I'm going to throw at you just to kind of give you a vivid image of what we're dealing with. You're looking at over 4 children a day are dying from abuse or neglect in some direct or indirect manner. Okay, 7,000 youth become high school dropouts, or even middle school and elementary school dropouts per day. That's a day. I don't even want to give you the figure for the entire school year. It's for each school day. For each day that school was in, 7,000 students drop out. 135 children bring a gun to school every day in America. More than 208,000 children are reported to have been in a family violent related situation, meaning 208,000 youth lived in some type of long-term situation with family that had violence in it. That is unspeakably, unimaginably terrible. It frustrates me so greatly that we have lost sight of this. 16s commit suicide every single day. Those are just numbers to think about. The sanctity of our nation is based on the ability of youth being able to become adults. We are losing that hope because we think that we know all the answers. There are a few movements and a few things that are in place to help this, but very few things actually project the voice of youth out there. We need to focus more on them. We need to give them more of our time and solve more of their conflicts and issues, and that's how the solutions to our bigger problems will come. Let me say this. We can spend every day, all day, trying to solve every issue that we have, as Obama has done for so long. I'm sure he is a tired man. But let me say this. When it's all done and over with, when Obama leaves office and the next person comes in after him, and that person leaves and then our generation steps into office, when we get into the position, and the generations below me, when these generations are in position to make these type of choices Obama is making, they won't be able to. You know why? Because the people that are making these decisions now are more focused on a immediate solution that'll last long term. But what they don't realize is they've shorthanded themselves. They've shortchanged the environment, and they've shortchanged the world, because that's not going to work. See, you can solve the economic collapse. You can take us out of a recession, out of a depression into a recession and back into a surplus. You can eliminate the wars. You can eliminate all those problems. But you still have poverty. You still have children who you have to remember are the ones that are going to determine the future. You may immediately eliminate a lot of issues, but when they step up, those issues will come back again. You know why? Because they were never given the opportunity to be heard. They were never given a voice that redirected them and reconstructed their views and their beliefs and their education. So they are not capable of dealing with the issues. This is a hard-faced reality that we need to accept and that we need to deal with. Again, this is just it's a little bit longer than the videos will be. This was just an introduction video to kind of give you a general idea of why I created the channel. To summarize it all is this: I believe in the power of belief, which means I know that if I believe, somebody else will believe, and that generates hope. That generates a crowd. Crowd generates power, and power generates change. I want the world to be united, and through that I focus on youth, focus on children and teenagers and their rights and what they need and what they want. I ask that people join, I ask people to subscribe, post videos, put things on here that are important to you. Okay? We need you all support. Put things that are important to you as far as youth and their rights and what we should focus on in their area. Please, let's make a difference. Let's make the change. Let's be the change. Let's do the change. Let's not talk about it. Let's not hope that we elect a president and he'll do it for us. He said it himself. It starts with us. We are the change that all the youth need to have. It is extremely important. I'm so tired and drawn for energy from the amount of focus that I've put into this issue that I'm hardly able to concentrate on this video. I'm emotionally involved because it is so terrible. But I believe that there are good hearts out there, and there are people who are willing to step up to the plate and help actively. Remember, these are the children. We need to focus on them, and we need to focus on global peace. I am the global peacemaker, but we can make a change.